InfoPlus for genuine information.
Namaste and welcome to our program InfoPlus. Today, we are honored to have with us His Excellency Park Tae-Young, the Ambassador of Republic of Korea to Nepal. Ambassador Park has played a pivotal role in strengthening the bond between our two nations, overseeing collaboration that spans culture, education, economic development, and more. With the more growing interest in Korean culture here in Nepal, from K-pop to Korean cuisine and the long-standing diplomatic ties between our countries, we look forward to hearing from His Excellency on the journey of Korea to Nepal relations that lies ahead. Namaste, Your Excellency.
Namaskar.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
The diplomatic relationship between South Korea and Nepal was established on May 15, 1974. This formal relationship was initiated during the leadership of King Birendra Bir Bikram Shahadev in Nepal and President Park Chung-hee in South Korea. This year, 2024, marks a momentous milestone, the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the Republic of Korea and Nepal. A journey of friendship, cooperation, and shared aspirations. Excellency, Korea is very famous for culture, music, drama, and we can see lots of famous artists. We can find lots of famous artists in South Korea, and it's world famous. So, which has been your favorite South Korean movie or music that you would recommend people to watch?
We have to enjoy our Korean culture with Nepali people, and we are trying to. I think it's cultural exchange is very important part of the know each other, to understand each other.
So what similarities do we find in culture, tradition between Korea and Nepal?
I guess what I experienced is people welcome and take care of each other, and they have the family culture similar with Korean. So
that's true.
It's kind of similarity between Korean character and Nepali character.
His Excellency Park Tae-Young, a dedicated diplomat and a visionary leader, has been serving as the ambassador of the Republic of Korea to Nepal since May 2023. After earning a bachelor degree in economics from Yonsei University in Seoul, he pursued a master's in international trade policy at the Terai Institute of International Studies in California, USA. You must have been to many different places, have met different people, and have done so many things involved in Nepali community.
It's in Nepal. I'm impressed by the very strong sense of community among people, which is great. In the past, Korea also shared those kind of community strong community in the past, but unfortunately, yeah, we are losing it. But still, Nepal well maintained this good tradition.
Ambassador Park's illustrious career spans decades, beginning with his success in Korea 30th National Administrative Examination 1994. His diplomatic journey includes serving at the Korean Permanent Mission to the United Nations in Geneva, as Minister Counselor in Egypt and Germany, and later as Director General for International Economic Affairs at MOFA. For his outstanding contribution, he has been honored with the Prime Minister's citation in 2006 and the Presidential citation in 2011. With a vision of strengthening bonds and building a prosperous future together, His Excellency Park Tae-Young continues to be a bridge of friendship between the Republic of Korea and Nepal. Your Excellency, Korea is world famous for song, dramas, and movies. Would you like to sing a song to reflect Korea?
아파트 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 아파트
What does that mean? It's so beautiful.
It's actually apartment.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. The song is about the game.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Info Plus for genuine information.
Your Excellency, Namaste and Annyeong haseyo. Welcome to the show Info Plus.
Yeah, Namaste. Good morning, Rebecca. Yes, thanks for having me today.
Could you introduce yourself and what motivated you to pursue diplomacy, specifically representing South Korea in Nepal?
Yeah, I am Tae-Young Park, ambassador of the Republic of Korea to this beautiful country, Nepal. And I spent 1.5 years as an ambassador in Nepal, in Kathmandu. I'm very much enjoying my stay here and my work. And yeah, it's I try to be a great bridge between the two countries to share prosperity and peace and freedom.
During your time here in Nepal, what has been the most joyful cultural experiences, event or personal interaction that you would like to cherish?
Yeah, in my tenure so far is I have a privilege to experience many joyful moments and many festivals in Nepal. I was surprised by there are a variety of festivals in Nepal, and I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, it's most joyful moment is recently in the last year of festival. I visited Bhaktapuro in the evening, and then I really enjoyed the very festive and beautiful lightnings in the street. And also I met young Nepali people who is traditional dance and singing, and then I joined them, and then I really enjoying get together with young Nepali.
So reflecting on your time, what stands out as one of the most memorable experience, and has there been any challenging experience that has left an impact on you?
Well, yeah, there are many memorable and challenging moments, of course, and then yeah, most joyful moment I would say it happened last May in Palasin of the province of Lumbini, and I attended the grand opening of the manufacturing factory of the four-wheel vehicle based on the partnership between Nepali Lakshmi Group and Korean Hyundai Motors. As far as I know, it's the first ever manufacturing facility to produce automobiles in the territory of Nepal. And then, yeah, in the ceremony is when I touched first car made in Nepal, I felt like I made it. So it was so thrilling moment to me, and so yeah, I am very happy to say that manufacturing facility there is pretty going well so far. So I'm looking forward to expanding more operation of the automobile in the automobile factory in Nepal. And then next, the most challenging moment, yeah, again, last January I visited Terai region in Madhya province. It was a rural area, and then I had a chance to meet and talk with local farmers, and then they said they had a very serious difficulty because it's a lack of water to farm and lack of access to market for their vegetables and crops. And yeah, I share their frustration, and then I feel there is more necessity to expand more cooperation in the agriculture sector between the Korea and Nepal. Yeah, that's why our KOICA team and our embassy is working very hard on it in this area. Yeah.
Adding to this, we can assume that you have been able to visit most of the parts of a country. So Nepal has a rich culinary heritage,
Right.
and you are here since a year. Have you discovered any Nepalese dishes which has been one of your favorite to you?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. First of all, I have to say there are many similarities between Korea and Nepal in terms of food culture. We have momo and dalbat and gundruk in a Korean way. Yeah, of course, it's a little different, but the basic is very similar. And yeah, if I have to, it's a very hard question to choose my favorite Nepali food. But yeah, I would say tokali along with mutton curry.
Oh, okay.
Is my favorite Nepali food to go anytime. And also jujudao is my favorite dessert in Nepal. Yeah, yeah. I'm very much enjoying the Nepali dishes. So I need to watch my weight.
So your favorite food in Nepal is mutton thokali.
Yeah, right, yeah.
How has the Korean culture, K-pop, language, tradition has impacted Nepali youth? And are there any special cultural event or program that the Korean embassy is supporting in Nepal?
Yeah, it's I'm as an ambassador of Korea. I'm very glad to see many Nepali youngsters enjoying very much Korean cultures, like as you said, K-pop, Korean drama and cinemas, and Korean languages, and also many Nepali youngsters, they are practicing taekwondo, and yeah, it's yeah, I'm supposed to support those kind of energetic, interesting about the Korean culture, and then we are working on it, and especially annually our embassy is hosting the annual K-pop competition, and with Nepali youngsters, and also we we are hosting the Korean Ambassadors Taekwondo Championship.
Okay.
Every other year. And yeah, speaking of Taekwondo, I am very happy to see joy and inspiration by winning of the first ever Olympic medal by Ms. Palace Gobendra
That's
in
wonderful.
Taekwondo sports in Paris. Yeah, she is amazing athlete. Yeah. And
so how to encourage Nepalese people to connect with Korean culture, language, and educational opportunities?
Yeah, connecting people is a very important part of the diplomacy, and also understanding each other's culture is a very important part. And yeah, this year to celebrate the 50 years anniversary, our embassy was hosting many cultural events about K-pop, Korean language, and Taekwondo, and also this year to celebrate the 50 years anniversary of the friendship, we brought many cultural performance teams from Korea, and then they had a great time to interact with Nepali people in Kathmandu.
Your Excellency, as a ambassador of South Korea to Nepal, what are your key priorities and objectives in strengthening bilateral relationship between South Korea and Nepal?
Oh yeah, it's for the past 5 decades we are enjoying very good partnership between the two countries, and in many areas we are having very good relationships. But I would say there are several milestones. In 1992, KOICA Nepal chapter, Korean International Cooperation Agency, established their office in Nepal for the first time. After that, they are working very hard to implement many diplomatic projects. At the moment, we are focusing on agriculture sector and vocational training, health, and ITC. And that's a very important priority in terms of cooperation between the two countries. And next milestone might be, I think, in 2007, there was a signing of EPS program, labor cooperation between the two countries. And based on agreement is more than 100,000 Nepali workers had a chance to work in Korea in the same condition like Korean workers. And yeah, it's this very important point in terms of bilateral relationship, I think.
As you mentioned, we have just completed 50 years. So as we mark 50 years of diplomatic relationship between Korea and Nepal, could you share some of the milestones that has helped to shape the relationship between two countries? As we look ahead to the next 50 years, what kinds of new opportunities for collaboration can we see in coming days between two countries?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when we're looking back the past 50 years of the friendship, it's the right time to prepare the next 50 years in future. Yeah, personally, is in many fields we are very active in cooperation. However, I believe there is some more room to expand cooperation in economic cooperation, because considering other cooperation there are more possibility to do something together. That's why our embassy is working hard with the private sector from Nepal, from Korea, to expand more partnership project and to expand more investment from Korean companies.
South Korea is a key player in infrastructure development. Do you see any potential collaboration in the construction or infrastructure between South Korea and Nepal?
Oh yeah, in terms of infrastructure, yeah, it is no secret. Nepal has to develop that area as soon as possible. So yeah, many Korean companies still has a presence in Nepal. One energy company is working on building up the potentially one project, high hydropower project. If this project is going well, they will start commercial operation from 2027. And also Korean construction companies, they are working on KTFT project along with Nepal Army. And yeah, it's in terms of infrastructure, is many Korean companies they are willing to come to Nepal and work for the improvement of the infrastructure. And recently is one Korean company, they have a good discussion with Nepali government to work on the transmission line in Nepal.
So we can see lots of things being done in coming days. So we can see lots of positive impacts and collaboration in coming days, I believe, between South Korea and Nepal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Your Excellency, we can see there is a significant community of Nepalese workers in South Korea. So what initiatives have been taken to improve their welfare and the working condition of Nepalese in South Korea?
Oh yeah, it's working opportunity for Nepali men and women in Korea is basically through the EPS program, which is managed by two governments of the two countries, and then that program, that process is very reliable and fair for everyone, and that's why more than 100,000 people have opportunity to work in Korea. And yeah, basically in Korea, as you knew, is salary and working condition and labor regulations is exactly the same for foreign workers, including Nepalese people, like Korean workers in Korea. Yeah, but still, yeah, is some Nepali workers in Korea might have some difficulty because it's a different country.
True.
And then going out of their home country and then departing or parting from their family members is not easy situation for them. But yeah, I believe they have some good experience in Korea and to learn some new things, new skills, and yeah. So yeah, it's you love to see them get back home safely.
What steps is the embassy taking to connect people-to-people connections between South Korea and Nepal?
Yeah, people-to-people exchange is very important part. It's very fundamental foundation in terms of diplomacy. And yeah, it's first of all, yeah, EPS program is a very good way, effective way of the people-to-people exchange. And also in that regard, I think tourism is very important. Is visiting the other countries is the best way to understand their culture and their situation. And annually, around 30,000 Korean tourists visit Nepal to explore the beauty of Himalaya, and then to visit to enjoy their rich heritage and culture. Many Buddhists in Korea, they have a dream to visit birthplace of Buddha Lumbini in their lifetime. And yeah, our embassy is working closely with the Nepal Tourism Board to promote the more exchange of tourists.
Your Excellency, lots of Nepalese students have been going to Korea for the education. We can see lots of students going at present. Is there any scholarship opportunities for Nepalese students? And can we also discuss a specific exchange or program or educational opportunities that exist between South Korea and Nepal, especially for professionals and researchers?
Oh yeah, I can see the recent new trend of more interesting and demand to start for Nepali youngsters to study South Korea, which is great in terms of friendship between the two countries. I love to promote it. And speaking of scholarship program, there are several scholarship programs provided by the Korean government and also by the Korean universities. And annually is about several opportunities for the scholarship program for Nepali youngsters. And after studying in Korea, I believe they could be a very good human resource for the development of their home country, Nepal, and also they could play a significant role as a human bridge between Korea and Nepal. And in terms of scholarship program from the government of Korea, we try to put more plus point in science and engineering major. And also some Nepali youngsters, they could have some language skill in Korean. It might be increase their opportunity to get the scholarship.
So students who would like to seek their further education in South Korea, the language is must to be learned, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's to study overseas is basic
Korean language, especially to study in South Korea.
Nano is a very minimum level of the Korean language skill would be necessary.
As we can see, South Korea is a leading advocate for sustainable development. How are Nepal and Korea collaborating in addressing climate change, disaster management, and sustainable development goals?
Oh yeah, Nepal is one of the biggest kind of victim from the climate change around the world, and then I believe there must be a more proper policy effort to tackle this very important challenge. For example, recently there's a lot of unexpected flood in Nepal, and then we are very sorry for the victims by the flood and landslide. And climate change is not just a problem of Nepal. It's a problem of our common world. So that's why the world should work together to tackle this very critical problem. And our government is working on to reduce the negative impact by the climate change in Nepal. especially in agriculture sector. And yeah, is by like smart farming or climate change resilient or way of farming. Yeah, I believe we should expect more cooperation in that area as well.
As you've been the ambassador of South Korea to Nepal, what are your hopes for the future of South Korea and Nepal relations, and where do you see this partnership in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, in the past, our relationship is very, I believe, productive and cordial, based on mutual respect and shared value and many common things. Yeah, in the future, yeah, I believe there are more potential to expand more cooperation. And also, yeah, before I was talking about economic cooperation, more specifically is I want to see more Korean investors in Nepal. I want to bring Korean investors to the business here. That's why our government wants to have a bilateral investment agreement with Nepal to make the more favorable environment Korean investors to Nepal.
So, as you mentioned earlier as well, are there any new or upcoming agreement or business collaboration between South Korea and Nepal that will contribute to Nepal economic development?
Yeah, it's within this year. I believe there will be some exchange of business delegation between Korea and Nepal, and led by Nepali high officials in December. And I think that's a good way to promote business cooperation. And also our embassy has a very good working relationship with Nepali private sector, such as FNCCI, CNI, and NCC. And also we are happy. We are lucky enough to have NKCCI, is Nepal Korean Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as economic hub of the embassy. So based on the those kind of partnership is, we'll try to our best to expand more tangible and productive cooperation in between the two private sectors.
How is Korean embassy supporting Nepali entrepreneurs who would like to start up their business in South Korea, Your Excellency?
Yeah, I believe basically after the EPS program,
In partnering with Korean companies, you know?
Returnees, they spend their time in Korea 5 or 10 years, and then definitely they earned a lot of fortune, and also they learned some skills. So with two weapons, they are ready to do something for the development of their home country. That's why our embassy trying to encourage their entrepreneurship and then try to help them to start their own business. And for example, is our embassy is published this book this year. This book has 26 amazing entrepreneurs after working Korea in agriculture sector and manufacturing and service sector and education. They are all fascinating stories. I love to see more and more this kind of story in Nepal.
So we can get lots of information about Korea on this book.
It's their amazing journey.
So how easy is it for the Nepalese entrepreneurs to access their business in South Korea, and how supportive is the embassy for that?
Nepali entrepreneurs, if they could produce sellable product and service for the Korean market, and then we are ready to accept it in the Korean market. And also I think it's a partnership between the two private sectors is very important to do business in Korea and Nepal together.
Technical and professional training from Korea has been very influential in Nepal. Are there any new initiatives for further expand skill development programs for Nepalese people?
Yeah, right. That's a very good.
Especially for the youth.
Yeah, that's the very important part. Is without proper trained and skilled workers, it's not possible to develop any economy around the world. So there's no exception. I learned this from my personal experience in our development history. So that's why among the development corporations, vocational training is one of our priority with the government of Nepal. And for example, in 2012 we established some vocational training center in Butuan, and then after that 2 more vocational facilities are under construction in the province of Gandaki and Madhesh. And in near future, 2 more projects about the vocational training will on the way. So yeah, we are really serious about the vocational training and to train young Nepali more skilled and to be a valuable human resource for their home country.
Korea has been a popular destination either for work, study, or visit, and it is always a top destination for the students, I believe. The Korean government work visa program has enabled many Nepalese to work in Korea. Are there any updates on these programs, or are there any new opportunities for Nepalese people who would like to go to Korea in the future?
Yes, I understand many Nepali workers try to have an opportunity to study or work in Korea, which is great. When it comes to work visa or work permit to Korea, is basically it is possible through the EPS program, which is managed by the two government of Korea and Nepal. And by the way, we have a very appreciated professionalism and cooperation from the Minister of Labor of Nepal. As without their cooperation and coordination, it's not possible to manage the EPS program properly. And yeah, but this year through the regarding the EPS program, we are happy to increase national quota for Nepali workers, and also we are happy to expand more working area such as forest industry and several service sectors for Nepal. And so, by the way, I have to say, last year is around 20,000 Nepali workers had an opportunity to work Korea. That is the record high, and that is the number 1 among 16 EPS partners of Korea. So I'm very proud of that. As I try to maintain that achievement in my tenure.
Finally, Your Excellency, if you could leave the people of Nepal with one message, what that would be?
That's not an easy question to answer, but yeah, I should is in Nepal. I believe there should be more sense of hope or positivism. Without it, it's very difficult to develop its own country and its own population. So, yeah, I think it's Nepali people. Yeah, I have to say, recently we hosted a Korean ambassadors in the Taekwondo Championship with Nepali Taekwondo Association, and then I attended the opening session. There were more than 1,000 Nepali athletes of Taekwondo who are mostly teenagers. I was really overwhelmed by their full of energy. When I saw them, I can see the very bright future of Nepal. They are the future of Nepal. So, the question is, we should utilize their energy in a right way, in a hopeful way. So, I believe that's our common homework to do together. And after seeing their very young Nepali in the event, I felt more obligation to work together with Nepal to contribute more in terms of development of Nepal for people, its people.
Thank you so much for your words, Your Excellency, and we wish you all the best for your tenure in Nepal.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
InfoPlus, for genuine information.
Thank you, Ambassador Park Tae-Young, for joining us today and sharing such valuable insight into the relationship between Korea and Nepal. It's inspiring to see how much our countries can achieve together through culture exchange, educational programs, and collaborative development efforts. We look forward to seeing the friendship between Korea and Nepal continue to flourish. Thank you to all the viewers for watching the show InfoPlus on Himalayan Television. Namaste.
InfoPlus, for genuine information.